What's up, everyone? Hope you're all having an awesome week so far, and thank you for checking out another episode of the Blu+YouPodcast. And in this episode, I want to talk about how good guys not only run the risk of finishing last, but good guys also run the risk of finishing broke. Fear not. I'll also include ways of finishing your race ahead of the pack. But before that, check out this quick ad, and I'll be back in a flash. Are you looking for an online store with unconventional options? Well, look no further than Thread Market Z. Thread Market Z is an online merch store delivering a little of everything, from tees to party shades to bumper stickers and even hats like the Clementine D trucker hat for cosplayers. Use the link in the description to browse the merch, which also supports this podcast, and I thank you in advance for your support. Now back to the show. And I'm back. So I want to just go ahead and jump into this because I've heard a number of arguments out here about good guys. Not only in the aspect of being lame and corny, lacking fashion sense, not looking sexy and things like that to a number of women, which some or all of these things may be applied to various men that are lame, good guys, or otherwise. But there's another side of that coin. There are women who like some good guys in terms of seeing them as relationship material, but it's usually in a backhanded way. Because some want to enjoy you in the ways that a significant other benefits, i.e. resources, which we'll get into in the next segment, emotional support by way of a shoulder to cry on, and kind gestures. But which can be tangible and intangible. But she has zero intentions of giving you the time of day anytime soon. And sadly, most of these men never get that time of day. But I'm speaking about the ones who finish last and finally get chosen. I don't want good guys to get the leftovers after the bad boys got first, second, third, and fourth dibs, which sometimes is a lot more than that. These particular women want to rip and run the streets, like sleeping around with guys, and then want to come back to you as some sort of ace in the hole when it's all said and done. Don't wait around to be someone's selection on that note. Don't be chopped liver. That's a no-no. And you should make that a requirement for you. Even if you don't want to say no, and if you've been wanting her all this time, that would probably be the best thing you could do for yourself is to say no. Because you can be saving yourself a world of trouble. Before I proceed, I want to give you an idea of a good guy who became chopped liver in a relationship versus someone who truly desired being with him.
I think that a lot of women that I know do settle, but not very many women that I know actually go for their type. But at the same time, they're the ones that they settle for are the ones that end up treating them right, because their type is usually that bad boy and not the good guy. I hate to say it, but I settled for the good guy. I wanted myself a bad boy, but I settled for the good guy because I know he's gonna treat me right.
And she's online on this panel for the world to see, saying that she settled for the good guy because he treats her right. She didn't say anything positive about him, that he's attractive or anything of the sort. But just because he treats her right, that's the reason that she's with him. And she literally looked over at this guy and then looked back at the camera and did a face and was like, he's great. And like this face where she wanted to start laughing, like don't, like you already shamed the guy out. Don't lay in on it. And I mean, what else are you gonna say? Yeah, he was completely my last resort. But after that, and with that face, it wouldn't surprise me if he ended up leaving. I'd be shocked if he actually stayed. But let's proceed. But yeah, getting with someone who treats you like an afterthought, aka chopped liver, like what you just heard, while you treat them great as they look at you like the butt of the joke for the world to see, that's not a fair trade. And that would be a complete insult if that were a business deal. And this is an even bigger insult for the ones who rip and run in the street and get ran through. Coming back with all this drama and trauma and all these kids that they want you to be a part of their life and take care of them. Give her your best while you have her at her worst. And there are some women who will literally hear this and say, well, if you can't accept me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. Man, please. The bad boys have them at their best. And now they want someone else to take them now that the bad boys aren't calling, or it's just not as exciting to be with the bad boys anymore. There could be a number of reasons behind the shift. And I won't say that life can't continue afterwards, but a man who deserves a great woman shouldn't get the aftermath of someone who lived a certain life by choice. Don't be the guy at the finish line waiting for her to complete her journey of getting run through by the streets. It's not some sort of badge of honor to wear. You can find some guys wearing such a badge right now, and it's a sad sight. This segment is for the people who don't understand what I just said. I'll let Kendra G from the show I mentioned speak on it. And this is fresh after her conversation with a woman who had a bad boy in the background that she just had sex with, who's on her show presenting all these hoops for a good guy to jump through. Check this out.
Look, y'all can say I went hard. I don't even give a damn. I don't even give a damn. You going at some point in time, I haven't said it in a long time, but law of attraction is real. You get what you are.
Facts.
Period. So I stand by everything I said to her.
And it should be that. You get what you are. And I say that my hope would be that more good men and good women get together for the sake of great relationships. The attraction should definitely be a thing there, so that you have more passion in your relationship. Because if you aren't attracted to someone, I mean, that just doesn't make sense. And at that point, they're just being used, like the guy in the previous segment. But I agree with that.
Men will reach out to her. No man that's going to take her serious. And that's just that.
And again, she's saying that because the woman is literally presenting all these hoops and a list of requirements for a guy that she wants to be in a relationship with. But the guy who was literally seen in the back that she's got done having sex with, he has access to her bedroom, and all he has to do is just swing by. And she was literally cooking a meal so that they could eat afterwards. So he's getting sex and a home cooked meal, but she has all these requirements for a good guy. And that's some serious audacity, and she's not the first one to do that. Far from the first one. And that's sad. But that's why you definitely have to be heads up, because you don't know who's who out here.
You could agree, you could disagree. I really don't give a damn.
Thank you. I love your hair.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
The lady that was just talking, she more so came onto the show, but Kendra, cut the feed because she just didn't have an enter after speaking to the lady who had the guy in the background.
Someone said it in the comments, and it's very true. My energy's off. I'm not going to be able to continue tonight. Let me tell y'all something. I love this show, and then there's moments when this show pisses me off. I'm just going to be 1,000% honest. Because, it goes both ways. Men come up here. I think it breaks my heart more when I see women, because I'm a black woman.
And to be fair, there definitely have been some questionable guys on her show that I wouldn't want a good woman to be anywhere near.
And
before she continues that's never been something that I've promoted on this podcast anyway. It's more like maximize your life, build yourself up, and find someone that you're compatible with. It would make no sense to just jump into a situation with someone that is going to put you through hell. And if someone isn't going to result in you having a good, solid relationship, that could possibly produce children, I'd say run away, man or woman. Because while you can make the choice to be in a relationship, a child doesn't have the choice to be in that type of situation, and they shouldn't have to be.
I don't know. I think it's more difficult for me to see when I just see black women not living to their highest potential and saying they want the highest potential. You don't want to live to the highest potential, but you want the highest potential. And honestly, like, I'm really irritated. You know, my energy is not going to change. Sorry, Rakita. I apologize. The whole time I was just frustrated, and it wasn't you. But I know me enough to know that I'm not going to be able to continue tonight. It is a wrap. I am just not in a good mood. And in this mood, I don't need to continue on hosting this show because nothing good's going to come from it. And that's just that. And so we will be back next week on YouTube. But this is going to end our show for tonight.
And so that's Kendra G's singles live on YouTube. Definitely check that out. But that was her response to that woman, and just to people in general. But she was definitely on point about that, like expecting a guy to give you the best, and he gets the worst in return.